Hi, I wanted to give you a little more information about the weekend workshop that I have coming up in Ann Arbor, Michigan in late October. It's October 24th and 25th. And I just kind of wanted to set the stage for you a little bit and tell you some of what you might expect from coming to an event like this, maybe if you haven't been to one before. So really what we're going to be doing is gathering together a small group of us in this really gorgeous location. It's almost like this room we're in. It has floor to ceiling windows and it overlooks the Huron River in Ann Arbor. In late October, I chose that date because it's going to be beautiful fall colors, and it's just it's like this little pagoda sort of with all these quotes all over. So it's a really serene, kind of cool setting in Ann Arbor, and there's going to be a group of people coming together to really just look at things in a new way. Now, when I've done events like this and been to events as a participant myself, there's kind of like this thing that happens. It's a little mysterious, but you get in a room, you're away from home, so is everyone else, and we're all curious. Everyone's, just curious and maybe a little nervous, maybe a little, unsure of what we're going to be seeing, but we're coming together as a group to really look at life and look at ourselves and to learn something about yourself, to learn something about other people, to learn something about, in this case, maybe you're interested in, leaving a habit behind or something that no longer serves you, leaving that behind. And there's just something so magical about a group of people coming together with a common purpose, with a lot of uncertainty, but with some openness, and willingness to look at this together. And there's kind of a feeling, it's like the extra participant in the room, a feeling that's kind of there that as much as I, love the work that I do and I see it change so many people through email, crazy as that is, through phone calls, it's wonderful to get on the phone, jump on email, hear something new about life and really have it make a difference. And that happens every single day for people. There's something different about traveling outside of your everyday surroundings and being with like-minded people, people who are there doing the exact same thing as you. It's just really kind of a special experience. So that's a big part of why I'm starting to do more of these events and do more of that. I just think in some ways it can't be matched. You leave your thinking at home in many ways when you leave home, when you go to a new place. And your mind is open in a bigger way, and you're with other people that are looking in the same directions. You're kind of catching insights from them and sharing yours with them, and it's really, really just kind of special. So this weekend in Ann Arbor, I know is going to be like that. It's going to be beautiful setting, great conversation, and the theme of the event this year is rising above what no longer serves you. So that can be anything. I think we all probably have things that no longer serve us. Anything from habits, addictions, compulsions, things like that, to, worry, anxiety, habits of kind of limiting ourselves. We just, in general, tend to think in a much smaller way than we can. And we might not even point to that and call it a habit or think that it's really interfering with our lives. But there's something really, really cool about seeing the nature of all of this, looking at the nature of us as human beings, what it means to be human, period. So what being human was like when you were a kid, how it can be by default, how it still can be, but maybe you've sort of lost touch with that because you're sort of caught up in your habit or your worry or your everyday life, and so this is about looking back to what is natural, what is innate and fundamental to people, and really getting a deeper understanding of how the human experience operates, because as intelligent and successful as you all are, and as everyone is, this is something people just don't understand. So this is the point for me where I get kind of uncomfortable in the video, to be totally honest with you, because I don't even know, I don't make a lot of videos and talk about these things a lot, because to me, I have an issue with feeling like I'm trying to, it sounds so cliche. It sounds so salesy to talk about this can change your life, this understanding changes people's lives. I just don't know how else to say it. I mean, I can honestly say just a couple hours ago, I got off Skype with a woman who was just sobbing in relief that this habit that she's had for 13 years that felt like this monster that was constantly chasing her for 13 years, that she could learn to outrun the monster, but it was always kind of coming in her mind. She just saw it in a new way, and she realized there was never any monster, and she's free of it. You know, I mean, to see that, like, that happens. It happens regularly in this work, and it has nothing to do with me. I'm not saying like I'm pointing people to an understanding, and there are many of us that are pointing people to this understanding that I'm very good at downplaying it and hiding it because I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to sell you, you know, the solution to everything in your life. It isn't that, though. It really is kind of getting a deeper idea of how our mind works and what's done for us and what we maybe don't have to do, what we're mistakenly doing to try to make our lives better that maybe is kind of getting in the way. It's all so innocent. But I've just seen over and over again, and really want to start owning it and spreading it even more, that this understanding really fundamentally changes things for people. I experienced it myself, you know, and that's why I'm in this. I had eating issues, pretty big eating disorder for many, many years. And I just saw through it. I didn't have to go through strategies and plans, and that's what this weekend isn't. You know, it's not to kind of say, okay, guys, when this happens, here's what we're going to do. And it's not about changing your thinking. It's not about getting you to retrain your brain or have a different mindset or any of that. It's kind of deeper than all of that. It's really just looking at a deeper understanding of what it means that we think and how our experience is always coming to be. Because it is those misunderstandings that lead us into pretty much every problem we have as adult human beings. It's all out of a very simple misunderstanding, kind of taking our thinking too seriously and not seeing that it's thought in the moment, you know, that is going to change. So anyway, I'm super excited to share this with you. That is the theme of this weekend, and even though there is a theme, who knows where this is going to go. You know, we can kind of start with the theme, but we're going to have amazing conversation. I know that everyone who's there is going to feel that feeling in the room, and I think leave changed. I don't know how you couldn't, you know. So that's a big promise, and I'm not just trying to sell you something, but I really do hope that you think about it. If you're in a place where you just have this feeling that things can be easier, you know it doesn't have to be this way, but you just can't quite put your finger on what to do or how to see things or whatever, maybe give this a shot, you know, maybe take a leap of faith and see if this understanding helps you, because I've just seen it help so many people, including myself. So again, the event is in Ann Arbor. It's near the campus of University of Michigan. I went to the other Michigan university, so I can't say anything good about the University of Michigan, except it does have a really nice campus. And Ann Arbor is beautiful, especially in the fall. It's not a football weekend. Chose it also for that reason, so you won't have to fight football traffic and drunk college kids and all of that. So it's a wonderful kind of escape, you know, come hang out with us for the weekend. I'm going to be sharing the sort of stage with a couple good friends of mine, Julie Hutton and Allison Parsons, who both you know, really live this understanding. They've been around this understanding longer than I have, and they really, really get it and live it. So I'm super excited to have them there sharing it. And yeah, just let me know. I'd love to see you there. If you have any questions, any concerns, you know, anything that's kind of holding you back from doing this, if maybe something's telling you you want to, but you have some reservations, just talk to me. I'm happy to jump on the phone, email, whatever, and talk them through. And I hope to see you there. Thank you.